Just as I said that, guys. Not a bad one. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are out here on the local lake by our house. It is 4th of July. So my wife's like, maybe you shouldn't go to the big bodies of water today or to do some salt water. Why don't you just go locally so you don't have to deal with all the traffic, and it makes sense. So we're out here 4th of July. Hope you guys had a good 4th of July and you enjoyed it with your family. But we're just gonna come out here for about 3-4 hours before the heat turns on. That's why we're out here early again, as always. And we are keeping it simple today. You can see I'm on the U10 with a paddle, and that's it. I got 3 rods with me. One's top water with the Chapo, and then I got 2 more, which are just strictly soft plastics, because that's the only thing I'm using or catching fish on right now on this body of water, because the water is so hot that the fish are just staying along the banks and the shade lines under the cover of the trees. So we were just gonna cast underneath the trees, underneath structure, along the bank, really tight. That's why we're sticking with soft plastics, because we know anything else, not just a single hook, anything like treble hooks like that and stuff, will get tangled up. See if we can catch a bigger one, because if you guys been following along, this body of water is producing 14 to 16 inch fish. I used to catch 20s and bigger all the time. So hopefully maybe we can find something today. We had something right here at the surface. I don't know if it was a gator or if it was a gar, maybe a bowfin, I don't know, but let's get after it. Let's get on some top water real quick this morning before we change over to our soft plastics, which is the Texas rig and the Cinco. So come along for the ride, guys. See what we can get today real quick. Stay away. So we got a gator coming after our top water bait. I don't know if you can see him, his head, just probably like a 4 or 5 footer. His head's sticking up right there, so hopefully he stays away from the bait, but he was coming after it. Come on, I only brought one with me, so stay away. Stay away. There he goes again. Stay away from my bait. Leave it alone. With this pain in the butt by me, I may have to switch over to soft plastics already, because you will not leave my Chapo alone. Come on, go chase some other fish. He's right in front of us. He's not leaving this alone. So we may, there he goes again. We may have to switch over already before he lunges at our bait and we lose it, and got to deal with him at the end of our line. And that takes care of top water for right now as he goes down. So the water level's back up a little bit more, but still down. But I think because it's been so warm, I guarantee, I don't have my electronics on me, but I guarantee this water is probably 88 to 90 degrees. So I think the fish are gonna definitely be deeper. They're not up here shallow, even early in the morning right here now, because I think by now I would have definitely have had something. I would have felt something at the end of my line. I know in the colder months, which makes sense, the fish are going to be more shallow, so they're a little bit more active in this area. But I think we're going to have to do a little bit of a paddle and go back towards the back part of this lake where it's deeper, where we were catching them last time, along that tree line, and that was about 10 feet of water. We'll see before we take off. I think we're going to have to go deeper today, guys, to catch something, so I might as well get the paddle over with. And this kayak is not bad to paddle. I'm going to cover a video on this whole U10 for just paddling and what my personal thoughts are on it, but that'll be coming up soon too. But I think we're going to have to do the paddle and go where it's deeper. So we are stopping along the way as we go towards the back where it's deeper, but it's still pretty deep here. It's about 6 to 8 feet, and just checking these points and everything along the way. I kind of find it hard to believe that the fish are only in one spot, but they may be right now because it's that hot. There's only a 100-acre lake, so they might all migrated together into the same deeper pockets to stay cooler, because it is hot down here right now. Pretty much our heat indexes are running 105, 110, 115, so they are probably trying to stay cool just like us humans. I notice where the banks here where I normally catch fish though have been pretty quiet, so it doesn't seem like they're holding as much as they used to in the same areas. Like on my previous video, I said this lake has changed quite a bit. It definitely has fished a lot differently than it has been in the last couple of years. Don't speak too soon. Just as I said that, guys. Not a bad one. Probably that 16-inch range. Probably that 16-inch range. You can see I brought no net too. I wanted to come out as simple as possible. It's funny because I want to go reach for my net too. Alright. Alright guys, 15.5. Like I was saying, lake hasn't been fishing like I used to, but there was a fish there that normally I could catch on this side of the bank, so that's good. But that's actually the first fish I think on the U10, because I've been just testing this and doing other videos with it. So we baptized the U10 with a 15.5. But fishing on this U10 is pretty nice. I do like the rod stager butt thingies that you can catch in my other video, and I did a walkthrough, but this will stage right here, and you can see right there those little grooves. You can put them underneath your seat like this, and there's like a place to hold them underneath your seat, like a place where the butts themselves stick in there, but you can see how it just lines up. Like I could have one facing each way and my foot on either side of the rod and keep both rods right here in the middle. I normally don't do that anyway because, you know, the measuring board, then you gotta move the rods every time. I just kind of keep them in my black pack. But, you know, going down the river, definitely I probably want to, I'd have a black pack, but I'd probably keep my rods in front of me like this. I'd probably keep them more towards the middle and just have two, and that's all I'd probably run down the river with. And then I'll just get used to it, because you can see here with this stage here, I could stick my measuring board over the top of the rods and it does clear, so that would work. I'm sure they put thought into that based on the height and everything, so it does work just fine, but I'm just not used to having the rods in the middle of me. That would work. But it's definitely a good little fishing kayak. I love it so far, and we just baptized it, so let's go catch some more, guys. Well, that was a missed opportunity. You can see what he did to the bait. May follow up with the Cinco real quick. Maybe. I may just throw this back in there. See if they'll go after it again. So right now I'm just dragging the worm along the bottom. Something keeps grabbing at it. It may just be a turtle. But I know for a fact that there's a drop off here. So I'm like fishing up the ledge, so I'm down about 8 feet and I'm just bringing it up the ledge and up to the plateau, if that's what you want to say. And something was grabbing at it. So obviously it wasn't too big because it didn't take it completely in, just grabbing at the tail. But we're just working this ledge right here. That's one thing, even though I don't have electronics with me today, I've been on this lake so many times, I kind of know where everything is. So it does give me a little bit of advantage. I'm not just fishing completely blind when I'm basically not fishing structure that you can see, but I'm fishing the structure underwater where it rises up from 8 feet, you know, up to that 4 feet, and just letting that worm sit to the bottom, and I'm just slowly dragging it in. And we're gonna see if there's any big ones sitting on that ledge, because I'm getting a little tired of just the 16s and 15s here. So I know the bigger ones are here. There's no way that they all got eaten by gators. We'll see if they're just hanging down there where it's a little cooler, because when I put my foot in this water, it's definitely, based on my pool, it's easily 90 degrees. All right, guys. It's a little better. Come on, baby. There we go. That's a little better fish, guys. That's what we're looking for. Has some nice weight to it. Not super long, but definitely heavier, which is nice. I'm gonna get about 17.5 out of this one. All right, guys, so that was a better of an upgrade. Finally caught something a little bit decent of size on this lake. So we're going to continue forward. Like I said in previous videos, I always feel confident no matter where I go, what time of year it is, that I can come out with a Texas rig with a worm and catch fish. Oh. I did not get a good hook set, and that was a good fish. That was a good fish. If that was a bass, that was a good fish, guys. I saw him swimming with it. I should have really ripped the rod, but I didn't. Not a good hook set. Hate when that happens. We'll give it a minute or so, then we'll cast back in there. Oh, I think I missed my opportunity there. I'm not going to give up just yet. I'm going to recast this Cinco back in there. I'm going to give it a couple minutes, let everything settle down. Hopefully he or she goes back to where they were and we can catch that one. Man, that was a good fish. Yep, I screwed the pooch on that one, guys. That was a good fish. That was a good fish. Just missed another one. I didn't give that fish enough time. You can see it pulled it. I was a little jumpy after that last one. Like, I'm gonna set that hook hard. Well, I set it so hard I ripped it right out. It's tough when you have back-to-back misses like that. Definitely hurts. Well, that was a bowfin. He grabbed that viciously and took that right off. Hook and all. So I was like, man, if that's a bass, woo, we got a nice one. Nope, bowfin, making me retie. Making me retie. All right, guys. All right. Come on, guy, I'm getting away from the trees because I don't want to deal with the bees. His bottom lip's all torn up. He's been caught numerous times. Got him right in the top of the mouth. It's a little chunk, not long, but chunky. See what we got here. About 15 and a half. A little chunky guy though. Not bad. Well, I didn't make up for the huge one I lost, but still another fish. Still thinking about that fish I lost. McMahon, we'll get him one day. I almost consider going back and trying again, but I'm just gonna move along here because we don't have much time. Try to cover some more water. I mean, we got all the time in the world. I just want to go home and be with my family, especially the little guy. All right, guys, we are going to stop it there. We did a quick 3 hours. We caught 3 fish, so, you know, a fish an hour. You can't complain about that, basically. We did miss that big one, and it hurts. But I don't want that to ever discourage any of you, because it happens to all of us. We're all going to miss those big fish, and we think it's the fish of a lifetime. But if you just keep coming out and keep trying, you will catch those big fish, and you're just going to keep improving on your personal best. It's like that movie, Grumpy Old Men, when they're after that big catfish. They actually had a name for it, but it was like their lifelong journey. So you just keep pushing and you will catch your personal best, and it'll just keep improving and improving. So, you know, when you do miss fish like this, it gives you that push to come back out because you know you can catch it. That's how you got to look at it. You miss it, it pushes you to come back out to go and get that fish. Before we do leave, I do want to say a quick few things. I hope you guys had a great 4th of July. We are going to go home ourselves and spend the rest of the day with our family, enjoy Independence, what it's all about, Independence Day, and just be with our family. So Hope you guys had a great 4th of July. Hope you guys had a great time with your family, enjoyed some fireworks, some great food, and your friends. So next time you see us, we will be doing some saltwater. Every time I've been wanting to go out for saltwater, it's either been a holiday where I know it's gonna be way too busy at the ramps, or the weather. I'm not sure where I'm gonna go yet, but we'll be out there somewhere and here in the Charleston area. So as always, guys, remember, it happens to all of us. Keep pushing. You will catch that monster fish that you lost and get back out there and try. But as always, be safe on the water, and I'll catch you on the water. And I hope you guys had a great 4th of July. See you soon.